Okay, hello, and welcome to this screencast of Kirathaba's Hangman. I'm your host, Brian Miller, the author of the program, and as you can see, I already have the program's icon on my desktop. I've already completed the installation. Let me launch my browser and just very briefly show you where you can find this program. If you look at the highlighted URL in the address bar, you'll see that is the URL to my download site. If you scroll down and look through the items in this table, you go down to the fourth item, you'll see Kirathaba's Hangman. You'll see that I am hovering over the main download link, which connects to the download that's hosted on the Donation Coder website. There are also these other sites, and you'll see that I've highlighted the URL links to 21 other places that you can obtain the download, and I'm sure there are more than that. That's just the ones I've recorded. So download the program. I'm not going to take you through the installation. It's very, very simple. We're just going to start the program, and this is what you're going to see when you start it for the first time. You're going to get the splash screen there, and then the program main form launches, and you get this message box. It says it appears to be the first time you've run Hangman. This isn't your grandpa's Hangman, so it's recommended that you visit a web page that will show you how to get started. Additionally, you may press F1 at any time to read the help file. Go to the Getting Started web page, and we're going to click Yes. And it's going to take us to this page, Getting Started for the First Time User. And basically, to summarize, this just contains information on what you need to do to get started playing. There's a Register Now link. You're going to click that. You're going to type in your desired username, and we're just going to enter, let's enter test user, and let's just see if it'll accept that. The password, let's just type in PASSWORD. It's going to ask us to retype that as a confirmation, which is very typical. You should be used to that. And then for an email address, of course, you would enter your own. I'm actually going to enter one of my email addresses. And please don't use this to spam me. So, my gmail.com email address. I'm going to submit that. And it says, okay, it's been successfully inserted into the database. Basically, there is a online database associated with the program that is managed with some PHP code. And it says that we need to highlight and copy these 3 lines of text. So let's do that. I think we're done there. Let's close out the browser. Go to File, Import Username Info, and we're just going to paste what we just copied there. Import the data, and it says it's been processed, and this username can now be used to submit high scores to the online database. And it says don't forget your password, and it reminds you what it is. We click OK. Now basically what we just did there is we registered online so that we can compete against other users all around the world. There are various options. We can parse a loaded file for phrases or individual words. We want to we want to parse for phrases rather than individual words. And an asterisk is a typical mass character. I'm going to set that. Text box font size is fine. 7 is the minimum word length. These are things that you'll learn about as you play the program. So let's go ahead and start a game. If you choose to, before playing that game, you can click Help. You can read the author's text help here. Or you could press the F1 key, which will bring up the help associated with the program. There's also an About dialog that lets you donate, see the credits, check for an update, or email the author. And of course a hyperlink here at the bottom that will connect to my website. So let's go ahead and play a game. It says use a previously registered username. And you remember that we just registered the username. I believe it was test user. I'm getting a little bit senile in my old age. Let's click OK, and we say yes, that's right. It's passworded. Would you like to enter the password? Yes. And if you recall, our password that we specified was password. And it says thank you, you entered the correct one. And you're ready to play. It says your game's about to begin. Now what I want you to notice as I click this box is that there are two ways to enter your guesses in this Hangman game. You can use this combo box of letters over here to the left, but that is the slow, cumbersome way to do it. You also can just simply use your keyboard. If you enter a correct guess, it'll put that in the guessed characters box right here, the used characters box, and it also removes it over here from this combo box. So that way you have a visual clue as to which ones you've used and which ones are still to be guessed. So I'm going to use the keyboard. You see that here's the puzzle and that the letters are asterisked out. So we're going to guess a vowel. A was a good guess. Let's guess E. Okay, another good guess. How about O? Very good. And perhaps I. Alright, there's an I. Let's guess T. And perhaps S. And we have a something. Let's guess W for wise. And that's probably going to be man's. Something is worth a something something. A man's. So let's guess R and H for worth. A man's something is worth a something's something. Let's try B. I thought that was book, but that's not right. Let's try the letter M. Now we've already guessed that. Let's try the letter L. And perhaps the letter F. A wise man's something is worth a fool's life. A wise man's... Can we guess? Can you help me guess it? I don't have any idea. I'm going to go with the... let's try letter P. Uh-oh, messed up again. Let's try C. Uh-oh. And let's try G. And K. Uh-oh, we're about to die. And D. Uh-oh, a wise man's day. Let's try Y. Ah, we just barely got the puzzle correct. It says we solved one game during this episode of play. We click OK. And it asks us if we want to take on the next challenge. If you do, you click yes. If not, no. When we get done, we can submit personal best score to the website. And that's been done. So that's basically how you play. And you can go and view the high score of everyone who's ever played the game and registered on the website. And you can see that there's one fellow here who is a Nation Coder member, Mr. Hancock, who has scored over 1.5 million points on this game. So I hope that's been a good brief introduction to my version of Hangman. I hope that you'll play it, or at least send the link to someone that you think will enjoy it. Enjoy this year's 2012 NANY event applications.